Welcome to Small Arms Solutions. Today we're looking at some of the new products put up by LMT at SHOT Show 2018. The major products that we're looking at new for 2018 is the new 224 Valkyrie barrel assembly and also some modifications to their current MRP and MRP CQB system. First, we're going to talk a little bit about the 224 Valkyrie. Now, this caliber has gotten all kinds of press, all kinds of praise throughout the last year. People are talking a lot about it because of it being able to remain supersonic beyond 1,000 yards. In fact, its claim is that it can remain supersonic up to 1,300 yards. Now, the cartridge is extremely high velocity, which means the barrels will wear very, very quickly compared to a standard 5.56, which is why I believe that LMT went with a chrome-lined barrel for this. What we have here is a 20-inch chrome-lined barrel. Now, the benefit of having the chrome lining we have, for this is not so much for the accuracy, but for the longevity. Due to the chrome being 2 to 3 times harder than barrel steel, a bullet of this velocity, this barrel will last you a lot longer than a standard stainless steel barrel. Now, from the testing that I did with this, it was definitely subsonic at 100 yards, so I can't see the chrome making that much of a negative impact on the accuracy of it. Now, for as far as the ammunition goes, the 224 Valkyrie was designed in 2017 by Federal, and it was released at the 2018 SHOT Show. Now, everybody and their brother had 224 Valkyrie barrels out there. Now, for this barrel, due to the velocity of the projectile, you wanted to go with a longer barrel. You didn't really see any 16-inch or 14.5-inch barrels. You generally saw 20 to 24-inch barrels. What you're seeing here is a 20-inch barrel. Now, the cartridge parent case is a 6.8 SPC. What that means is when you look at the bolt, you have to have a 6.8 SPC bolt. You have to have a 6.8 SPC magazine. This upper receiver assembly comes with a PRI 6.8 magazine. And you have the bolt, barrel, and magazine. You have to have all three for this thing to work. Now, with the MRP system, you swap out the barrel, swap out your bolt. We're going to take a look at the 6.8 SPC bolt when we open this up, and, of course, the magazine. Now, there's significantly less wind drift with the 224 Valkyrie versus a standard 5.56. And the ballistic coefficient, as high as it is also key to its long-range accuracy. Now, the ammunition that was first available for this was the Gold Medal Match King, which is a 90 grain OTM, which was the accuracy round that they were putting out. Nozzle ballistic tip, 60 grain boat tail, and they also put out an American Eagle cartridge. What that did is it enables you to have a practice round for less than $14 a box. It's a full metal jacket, 70 grain full metal jacket. So that was an excellent addition to this, so you didn't have to spend $40 a box. And there's also a Fusion MSR 90 grain soft point hunting round. This is an ideal cartridge for long-range varmint hunting as well. The first company outside of Federal to make ammunition for this was Hornady, and Hornady came out with a Match ELDX 88 grain projectile. Now, as you notice, 88 grain, we talk about 90 grain projectiles, you have to have a 1-in-7 or better barrel. Now, the 1-in-7-inch barrel will take you way up to 100 grains without any problem for as far as stability. We'll give a bit of a comparison to what you're looking at, the difference between a 5.56 and a 224 Valkyrie, both firing the same 75 grain projectiles. You're looking at 224 Valkyrie at 3,000 feet a second versus a 5.56 at 2,800 feet a second. So you can see you're looking at a significantly higher velocity, which means also you're getting significantly higher pressures than you will with a 5.56 as well. But unfortunately, when I did my testing with the 224 Valkyrie, I don't have access to a 1,000-yard range, nor do I have the skill level to really do a lot at that distance. So my groups were 100 yards, and they were all sub-MOA. And mostly what I used was the 90 grain, as well as the 88 Hornady ELDX. So talking a little bit more about what LMT has done this year, what we see here is their new Mrp Upper Receiver with the M-Lock system. You will notice I got some ergo grips on here. When you receive this, it comes with the ergo grip strips. Now, this is what's referred to as the MRP. This is the MRP CQB, which you can see there's a significantly shorter in length. Now, they offer both the M-Lock and both the CQB as well as the MRP. They went with the MRP because you have a longer rifle-length gas system on this, so it covers the gas block more so, where this is more designed for a carbine-length gas system. Now, the rifle that you see here is the MRP, and this is the Barzell lower receiver. The Barzell lower receiver came out a couple of years ago. This was part of the New Zealand contract. Was required to have a fully ambidextrous lower receiver, and we're going to go over this from the back. Now, starting on the back, you have the LMT Dmr Stock. This more than likely will come with their standard SOTMOD stock, but the Dmr Stock is available on lower receivers as well as separately. It has a lot of similarities to the Magpul PRS stock, or precision rifle stock, being the fact that you have an adjustable butt plate, which you have a dial right here. You also have an adjustable cheek weld right here, up and down. Now, where this really departs from the PRS, so this will go on any mil-spec receiver extension. This is an excellent stock. This will go on either the 308 or the 5.56. Now, just looking at the lower receiver, again, we have a Mars. We have a QD detachment point on the rear on the end plate. We have the standard ergo grip that LMT puts out on all their guns. Ambidextrous bolt catch, bolt release. As you can see, we have a lower portion we can push down on to engage the bolt catch. And then, of course, we have the top so we can release. Ambi safety, fire cartridge case deflector, standard position for the magazine release. Now, this receiver also has 2 QD points on the front, 2 in the rear, and 1 underneath. Continuous 1913 roll. This is a full one-piece upper receiver. So basically what that gives you is the fact once this barrel is installed, there's no weight on the barrel. The barrel is fully free-floated within this handguard. You can put whatever you want on here, and it's not going to affect the harmonics of the barrel. It's also good for cooling it down a little bit better, too. M-Lock is the big deal. M-Lock is what you're seeing coming out on everything. On this CQB, you have LMT's proprietary Slick 8, which you see we have proprietary 1913 rail section added, as well as these are the covers that LMT provides also. And you also have the standard, mill-standard 1913 rail that goes all the way around. So, looking at the bolt carrier group, the bolt that we have on here is LMT's enhanced bolt, which we're familiar with from the 5.56 platform. Now, this is a little bit different in the fact that it does not have the stress relief on the lug, such as the 5.56, but this is 6.8, and it does have the same lobster tail extractor with dual extractor springs, the same stronger material that you have on the enhanced bolt, and you have the enhanced extractor on here as well. Now, this is a part that can be bought from LMT separately as well. So, if you're looking to buy the components to make your rifle into a 6.8, you can get the bolt. The magazine, as I said, this is a PRI magazine. This is a PRI 10-shot magazine. They do make 25s as well. I think they make 5s also. Standard bolt carrier. The charging handle on the CQB MRP is their ambidextrous as well. Now, this particular lower receiver has the LMT 2-stage trigger. Standard H buffer is provided with it. And something else that's new for LMT is their new muzzle device you have on here as well. This is a 3-prong muzzle device. This is very good for a flash hider. This is not a muzzle brake. Now, the barrels, like all LMT barrels, they're magnet particle and they're proof tested with a proof cartridge to ensure against stress fractures. Now, this rifle can be bought as a whole, or you can buy just the upper receiver as a conversion kit, or you can buy just the barrel. So that's the biggest introduction to LMT's line. The other thing that they did introduce this year at the SHOT Show was their 308 Mars. Now, the 308 MWS system also now comes with the M-Lock system, and it comes with a full ambidextrous lower receiver as well. So basically what you're seeing here is the same for the 308. It just fires 308. You still have the ambi bolt catch, the ambi magazine release, the ambi safety. So you have all the same features now, but the LMT 308 system does offer you the chrome bolt carrier group instead of the standard manganese phosphate as we see here. And the last thing that LMT introduced really was the introduction of their own line of sound suppressors. Unfortunately, it's a little more difficult to get sound suppressors in for testing, but I'm sure you'll be seeing more. LMT also has an integral suppressed 300 blackout that we saw, and there's also a shorter barrel version of their M203 grenade launcher, which we're starting to see more grenade launchers being available these days. But yeah, LMT is continuing to evolve and to add the new calibers to their systems. Surprised we haven't seen any 6.5 Grendel barrel assemblies for this one yet. They've not gone with any of the 7.60x39s or the 5.45DS or even the 22s. I know they had experimented with some of the 22s in the past, but they just never really did anything with it. But LMT is still evolving their systems for all the different things that are out there. What we're going to do now is we're going to take this out to the range and we're going to fire a few rounds. Like any MRP system that I would expect, we had 100% reliability. The optic that we chose was the SIG Tango 4 here. This is a 4 to 16 by 44 millimeter optic. I use quite a few of the SIG optics, and I've had a lot of really good luck with them. They're very, very clear optics. They're high quality. You see we have the turret systems on here. We also have an illuminated reticle on here. The mount we have on here is a Geisley. Geisley are some of the best mounts in the industry. In fact, I think the top 2 mounts in the industry are manufactured by Geisley and Spur. Spur has Geisley on cost. They're a lot more expensive. They come out of Sweden. But the Geisleys, I think, are probably the best that's available, and they're very common, so you can certainly get a hold of them as well. My groups, again, they were all sub MOA with this rifle system. The ammunition I used mostly was the 90 grain. As you can see here, we do have the 5.56, the 6.5 Grendel, and of course we have the 224 Valkyrie. So you can see there's sort of the way they look. You have a much larger power capacity for the 224 Valkyrie than you do a 5.56, which is where you can get a lot more of that velocity from. And also with the 5.56, you can find them going up to 80 grains. It's not very common. Most of the time when you get above that with a 5.56, you're looking at hand loading and putting one round at a time because it's too long to fit in the magazine. But with the Valkyrie, you do have the up to 100 grain, which generally 100 grain and 5.56 I've only seen for use in subsonic. So you have that full range, and again, with a 1 7-inch twist barrel, you are good all the way up to that 100 grain for as far as stability. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. This is sort of a quick one. This was just a quick overview of some of the new LMT products. I was just able to get this upper receiver. I had one on request since SHOT Show, so we just got it. I was hoping to be able to bring you one of their new CQB M-locks, because I think it's probably going to be their biggest seller. Is going to be the CQB M-lock system. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please click like, please subscribe, even better share, and please consider donating to our Patreon. Thank you very much.